Hello and welcome. My name is Brittany, also known as Medusa, and today we are going to be talking about Assent. And I'm very passionate about Assent. I have been in the applied behavior analysis field since 2017, so I have seen a lot and learned a lot, and one of my biggest things that I want to just disseminate into the field and into the world and the people that are watching is Assent is crucial when you're working with children, and it just makes sure that they stay safe. So what is Assent? Assent is essentially you have given a direction to a child and that kid says, yes, I'm going to do it. Let's do it. And does it. That's awesome. We love it. We love getting Assent from kids, and we love when it's that easy. But most of the time it's not that easy. What if I give a direction like go to bed to my niece? She's not pumped about going to bed. She actually might start crying. And from there, it's my job to say, okay, I've given you a direction, and your body language, your vocals, or whatever it might be for that individual child is saying, no, I don't want to do this. So then it is my job to find a way to show this kid, hey, this is something that we should do. Come on, let's do it. Or find a way or find the reason why they've said, no, I don't want to do that, and help them and provide supports for them. So let's just stick with my niece because she's great. Placing that direction of it's time to go to bed. That's probably a direction that a lot of kids don't like. And so when you give that direction before you're on that cusp of it's definitely bedtime, they need to go, give them a warning. And that's similar. You can apply this to a variety of scenarios, whether it's time to brush your teeth or it's time to stop watching your show and come put your shoes on because we're leaving for school. Any of them, apply them to what fits best. But giving them that warning of, hey, in 15 minutes, we're going to have to go and do this. Or in 2 minutes, we're going to go and do that. And letting them know something's coming up, a change is here. Prepare for that transition. Once that time goes off, like once you're like, okay, it's been 15 minutes, then give that direction to them. Say, hey, it's time for us to do blank. And if they do it, great. If they don't, maybe give them an opportunity to request for some more time if you have that flexibility. Try to remember when you're giving a direction, am I giving this direction because it's something that needs to be done, such as health and safety, brushing teeth, getting out of the road. Those things need to get done. Or am I giving a direction just because I said so? And I said so do it. Like maybe I said we're painting with red and yellow paint and the kids said they want green. And I'm like, no, I said red and yellow. It's unavailable. Well, does it have to be unavailable? Is this a chance that we can build rapport with our learner and say, yes, I only took out these 2 choices, but let me get another one. Or we're going to go brush our teeth and our kid is crying, throwing things. Maybe we watch a video to go to the bathroom. Maybe we find a character that they really like and they can brush their teeth with that character. So just remembering that we've given a direction, they've said no, now let's find a way to help them and assist them to the yes. And also remembering just because you said something doesn't mean that kid needs to do it unless, again, it's health and safety related. So what do you do when you are trying to get that Assent? Some really quick steps, explaining what you want that kid to do. Asking them if they want to do it, listening to their response, and then also respecting their response. So those are just steps for Assent. But what do you do when it's really time to go and their shoes aren't on? Well, maybe we can try different shoes. Maybe we can let them walk the 5 feet to the car without shoes and shape their behavior from there. But yes, health and safety risks. So giving them things to make that transition easier, letting them know, hey, a change is coming up, being patient and understanding and remembering these kids don't have choices most of the time in their day. Quite often, people are just telling them things to do and they are following through with it. So maybe in this instance, give them a second. Take a moment and then re-present that direction with something a little bit more fun. But yeah, overall, that's really just what I want to say. If a kid isn't doing something, there's a reason behind it. Whether it's just, I don't want to do it, or it's something that's more serious. Just make sure we are respecting their no, because a kid whose no is not respected cannot be sexually safe. So, just think about that, have that as a takeaway. Some additional tips for getting assent from children. Just making sure that they're in a calm and relaxed state, using positive language, avoiding threats or punishments. You want to offer them choices whenever possible. If you are able to, just giving them extra time when you can, and then not forcing them to do things they don't want to do. Again, that's really my biggest point of this entire thing. If a kid has said no, if a kid is asking repetitively for something, really just take a moment to think and look at your own bias and things and say, am I saying no because this kid cannot access it because of a safety concern? Like, no, you can't get a knife. I'll open it for you. Or am I saying no just because I've said no and now I just want to stick with it? So, no, you can't have that green paint. We only have red and yellow right now. But yeah, that's my video. If you have any questions on how do you make a behavior or make a skill a little bit easier to reach and how to make them a little bit more fun, feel free to reach out to me on my website, or I'll also make sure to link some things below with my blog about Assent, just so I can help you all, get our learners to reach those new skills and learn those new behaviors. So I just want to say thank you for watching. I'm super excited to hear about how all of you are obtaining Assent from your kiddos that you work with. And I look forward to continuing to get to know you all. Thank you.